Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Doc. Sitting here in the camper, as you can tell, and just went through a great tournament at Deglow. But I also did Ledgestone. So let's just kind of go through a little bit of what I did. Um, First day at Ledgestone was my first time volunteering and didn't know what to expect. So I get out there and I signed up for basket assembly the first day. And got out there, they had all the tools, they had everything I needed, and people told me what I needed to do, which made it very easy. So, really put me at ease and let me know that I was going to be able to accomplish what I needed to accomplish. They were going to make sure I had what I needed. The second day, went out there, and me and two other gentlemen went out and put in whiskers all around the Eureka course. Took us pretty much all day, and of course, we get lunch. When we volunteer, they'll give us our lunch. And, we all took a lunch break. And, you really get to meet a lot of neat and interesting people and just learn so many different stories of how different people come into disc golf and how disc golf has affected them in their lives, um, which is kind of the best part about this sport. Um, then day three, I went out to Sunset Hills, worked with more great people, of course, and we were getting all the feathers together inside because we were getting poured on when we first showed up. Finally, the rain stopped later in the day, and we were able to get out and do some OB staking and running the lines, and finish the feather detail that we had to do that day. The next day after that, day three, I went back out to Sunset Hills. Um, I'd actually not volunteered for this day, but KO said he needed some volunteers because they didn't get enough done because of the rain. So I volunteered to go ahead and go back in another day, and went out there, and they gave us a golf cart, and we went around and we did all the feathers, finished tying up all the OB lines, and basically just buttoned up everything. Um, it's really cool. I mean, we're out there working with Ledgestone people who work for Ledgestone, the volunteers, and then you also have the DGPT guys out there working with you that you're going to be helping them out with stuff as well, putting out signs and everything. So really cool experience. Loved every second of it. After that, the next weekend comes along, and I volunteer to do stat keeping. I volunteered to do 2 days, two stats a day, and Eureka is a hard course to walk. I will say that, but I did 2 rounds a day, and got to meet a lot of the pros who are throwing. I'm being the stat keeper. I stay in the back and I stay quiet. I don't want to interrupt their game. I don't want to interrupt their flow, and I kind of go with the idea: speak when spoken to, and that's how I do it. And I really enjoyed it. Everybody was so nice, and very thankful for me being there and helping out with the event. Um, it was a great weekend. Got a lot of great signatures and met a lot of great pros. Um, it's just overall just a great experience. And then went back home because that's what you have to do. I mean, you spent 2 weekends out there. Time to stay home now for a while. And then D-Glow comes up, and I decided to come up here and work D-Glow as well. And the first day I went out there, and it's surprising to see like people who I worked with at Ledgestone coming to D-Glow too. Not a lot, but a few. Kevin Smith comes to mind right away, and then of course the Ledgestone people, and then my buddy Sean, who was out there with me, and Ledgestone was with me also here in um, D-Glow. So basically that week we I helped to set up a stage, helped stick up signs, just basically anything that needed done. You know, they would kind of move me around and put me where they needed me, and that was really interesting. I loved it, and I just the more I do, the more comfortable I am with doing more. And the last day of Deglow, I worked as a spotter. First 3 days I did double stack keeping. Last day I did spotting, and again, all in all, great experience. Meet great people, and you know, really hanging out with some friends. More stories about that, I'm sure, will be coming in the future, because we we just had so much fun. So basically, what I wanted to tell you and why I'm doing this is kind of sparked an idea in me. Now, everybody knows what the pros do, and we see them. We watch them on DGN, on YouTube, Joe Mez coverage. You know, we Disc Golf World Foundation, whoever you watch, and they all talk about the pros, how their game went, how they're doing mentally, you know, injuries. And they're the show. I get that. They're definitely, that's why I go there. Matter of fact, comment I made to Nicolas Sentola on, I was stat keeping his first round, and he threw a shot, and they had asked me, you know, so they or said, thank you for doing this. And I said, I enjoy doing this. And it just happened to be just before this. And he throws an amazing drive on hole 3. And I looked and I pointed at that drive and I said, that's why I do this, so I can see this. I'm not a great golfer, but I have a lot of fun doing it, and I love watching people who can do it great. And he said, you know, that's what it's all about. You know, just having fun. Disc golf is about having fun and being in the moment. And with that thought also came, I want to show the people who build the show, you know, the people from Ledgestone, the volunteers, the DGPT guys, the guys from DGN Network who are out there, you know, filming all this to show you, to let you see. To me, it kind of gives a bit of a behind the curtain look at how we do this. Sounds funny saying we, but I've been part of it now a couple times, and I do know that it's a we. It's the community. It's not just Ledgestone doing this. It's not just the DGPT doing this. It's not the DGN doing this. It's a team, collaborative effort, and the volunteers are a big part of that. So I want to show your story through this channel, and keep following, and we'll see what we can get into. And as always, whatever you do, have fun doing it. Till next time, this is Doc.